Hi everyone, welcome back to the top tier PvP YouTube channel. My name is Brendan, I'll be your moderator for today's video. For today I'll be demonstrating how you can acquire the PvP and PVE Heirloom vendor tier sets. This is exclusively for Horde only as opposed to Alliance. Alliance will be finding those PvP and PvE related heirloom videos in a separate vendor other than my own. A separate video for that matter other than my own, just because I do not have any Alliance characters on any realms. You can look more into that in a separate video. This will be Horde exclusive. So I decided to go on my mage, a little bit more accessible in terms of porting wise. I don't have the port for Veltron on my freeze, it's a Orgrimmar for some reason. I could have easily gotten a port, but I decided to go on my mage anyways and just port here. So we're in Orgrimmar, we're going to be heading outside the portal room, located just here on the gates of Orgrimmar on the very top. You'll notice that they have two vendors here. There's the Undercity Quartermaster, Captain Donald Adams, and as well as the Heirloom Curator, level 70 Estelle Gendry. So the Estelle Gendry is that you're going to be choosing from of those two vendors. It's going to be here on the left. These vendors will also have the particular upgrades as well as weapons and gear associated with those, and I'll be going those in just a moment. Again, in terms of where it's located on the map, it's going to be in Orgrimmar, the capital city of, orcs and so forth, and Kalmador and Azeroth. You can obviously just back there if you're not familiar with it so far. Obviously Orgrimmar here, it's that red zone-ish area that you can see just below my cursor right there. It's going to be located right there. So if you're not familiar with Orgrimmar, it's right here. It's going to be right on the gates of Orgrimmar, exactly in that position. So pretty much right on the left side of that little red tower that you can see there, which would be that tower you can see there, if not that one. So the Heirloom Curator is going to be located here on the left, and she's going to sell like a multitude of such, mostly gold, being purchased for gold. So if you do have the accumulation of gold built up on a certain character, as this alt doesn't, you can purchase each of these individual piece sets that apply to a tier set bonus depending on the particular crafting materials, such as cloth, leather, mail, and plate, in addition to weapons as well. So you could go ahead and purchase those. So for just 500 to 1,000 something gold, go ahead and purchase each individual item. 4 heirlooms, and these level up from 1 to 29, it looks like, per item. So instead of doing 1 to 60, which they had originally done, you're going to have to purchase individual upgrades for each of those items. So say if you're going to want to level up your heirloom vendor or your heirloom piece to 35, you're going to need to purchase the Ancient Heirloom Scabbard, which is upgraded heirloom weapon, allowing you to increase in power to level 35. So that would be from 29 to 35, and then 35 is going to be till 40, and then 40 till I think 45, and then 45 to 50 and onward, and that's going to be all the way up until I believe 70. Yes, it's going to be all the way up until the last level. So you're going to purchase these depending on how much gold that you have. You can just keep using the same gear, just utilizing that gold that you accumulate throughout those levels and use them towards leveling up your gear, in order to just not having to change them and worry about gear settings and so forth. You can go all the way up from 1 to 70 with the same heirloom gear. It's just going to be the you're going to need to have to level those up like every 5 levels. So a little new thing that they implemented. I'm okay with it, but I wish it was just 1 through 60, and then the rest of the 10 levels you can just level up via different gear sets and so forth. But again, this is gear associated with leveling up automatically. As you upgrade the levels, it'll increase the ability to upgrade or to make use of those particular set pieces in that upgrade. Otherwise, it doesn't level up with you. If you reach level 29 and you have the same piece, then if you reach level 30 and you have a 29 piece, it doesn't improve the stats. The stats don't improve, the stats don't change. They stay the same as a 29 piece would be, and they'll still stay the same piece unless you upgrade them. So it's going to be very important to upgrade your gear every 5 or 6 levels or so in order to stay consistent with the gear actually leveling up within those levels that you do achieve. So again, it's just really gold heavy. It's just a matter of spending gold on it is really worth it. Not necessarily because you level up like pretty ridiculously fast. The tier set bonuses I don't think are a necessity, so I don't particularly use it. It's just a bit more expensive on my end too as well for some of my alts. It just adds up over time, so I wouldn't even bother going and using it. Let's see. What else is on there? Yeah, again, there's weapons, armor. Oh, for the tier sets, it does come up with tiers bonuses. So in case you don't, play an alt for some time, if you do have 2 pieces of the 7-piece tier set, it looks like, yeah, 7 pieces of tier set, you get a rested experience consumed is reduced by 50%. Oh, I'm sorry, 30%. So that 30% experience reduction for when you're acquiring experience is reduced, so you'll level up with more rested experience having, logged off in a day, etc. So just be wary of that. This additional item piece. The next set, if you do get 3 of these, purchase 3, increases your your out of combat regeneration in the outdoors, normal dungeons, and battlegrounds. Just a general increase in mana and health for mana and health, HP and MP or whatever. As you're out of combat. The next set piece is 5, gaining a level, triggers Burst of Knowledge, dealing 10,365 holy damage to nearby enemies and granting you 40% intellect for 2 minutes. Defeating enemies extends this effect to up to an additional 2 minutes. So again, as you level up, stay consistent with it, you'll get just some perks associated with each of the sets. Is it necessary to buy this Heirloom Vendor, as it's so easy to level up in WoW Dragonflight nowadays? I don't see that being the case. I wouldn't even bother doing it. But I mean, if you want to waste the gold, not waste the gold, but spend the gold on the amount of gold that you need per particular set. You're looking up to spend around to 3,000 plus gold per set, but then in addition to the upgrades that you have to be doing every 5 levels, which are that much more expensive as well. So kind of pricey. The next step bonus would be under 6, would be the rested experience consumed is reduced by an additional 30%, so 60% would be the total rested experience not consumed. It's reduced, the consumption's reduced as you get this 6 tier set. So again, it just increases the benefits of leveling up an alt in particular until you get to 70, until you start switching out that gear for dungeon and heroic pieces and such. So it does change for each of the characters, so just make sure you're purchasing the right tier sets associated with your particular spec. So if your spec prefers more crit than haste, buy the crit. If yours, spec out to be, mastery over crit, buy the mastery, etc. You don't have to go all the way out to, purchase some random stuff. Make sure you're purchasing your particular one for your particular class. Also, if you go under collection tabs, you can go ahead and find your heirloom sets. Once you purchase it once, you could then just keep using them. So you have to buy them for individual alts. So once you purchase them, there'll be an inventory for you to create. So what you do is just go to your collections tab right here on the bottom right, just right of Group Finder, and what you'll do is just left click the one of the pieces, and you'll create the piece of heirloom, so you don't have to buy it again. So what you can use is that buy a full leather piece. You can use any character with leather pieces associated with heirloom vendors, and they'll be at that level as well too, so you don't have to keep leveling them up. So once you level them up to 6 out of 6, you can level up another character with full 6 out of 6. So it does have its benefits from it and perks from buying the heirloom pieces. So you could either do it or you don't. Again, it's just if you have the gold to spend it, by all means, do it. Up to 1 to 60. You don't have to get necessarily to 70. It's pretty quick overall to level up in this game nowadays than it was before. So just adds, to your level, to your experience bar and so forth. So the next would be. So I'm here. I'm here. I'm at the Hollow Legends. My apologies. Just west of Valley of Strength, northeast of Argomambus. You can see me located on the map. It's going to be where the other additional heirloom vendor is that you can use to purchase through a Mark of Honors as opposed to gold. So if you enjoy doing PvP as often as I would do, you can check out some of the gear associated with vendoring. Yeah, honor heirlooms. Here we go. So if you enjoy PvP as often as I do, you get these things called Mark of Honors that you can use to purchase them as well. So you could technically wait and just farm on your 70 for a bit, some Mark of Honors, and then just purchase these particular tier sets from the PvP vendor. It's just Mark of Honors are so easy to come by. I mean, you could buy do 2 battlegrounds and you get yourself another piece. So if you add those up, instead of having to spend gold, you could just acquire those Mark of Honors from battlegrounds that you've won, or rated that you've won, in order to purchase these particular heirloom sets from the PvP vendor. Her name is Gyra, and she's at the Hall of Legends at Argamar. She is under the Honor heirlooms, so you can purchase any of these particular pieces here as well, and you would have to upgrade them as well too. They're going to start 1 through 6. You can upgrade them 6 times, but the idea is that you can just purchase them for Mark of Honor as opposed to gold. I would go with this route personally, just because Mark of Honors are really easy to come by. You can get a day's worth of PvP and get a couple sets in full. So by all means, I would highly recommend the Mark of Honor as opposed to the gold spend for the heirloom vendor, just because it's far more efficient and easy to do so. And especially if you like PvP, which is this particular channel is about. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the heirlooms at the moment that I can think of. Again, purchase them if you want. You could do either for gold or you could do Mark of Honors. Highly recommend doing so for Mark of Honor as opposed to gold. It just adds up over time and it just keeps spending so much gold and upgrading and so forth. Just do the Mark of Honors. You'll find yourself accumulating those a lot quicker than you would just gold in general. So yeah, again, check it out. It's great for alts, great for leveling up alts. It's just getting a full tier set all the way from headpiece to trinket. So you get a benefit overall in terms of just overall item sets for your alts in order to level up easier and more efficient, and without having to worry about gear when you go into certain dungeons or certain quest line and so forth. It'll level up with you as you level up. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, got some good information out of it. I know that I had, when I learned about these heirloom vendors, I had to use them for alts multiple times in order to get them geared up quickly and level up quickly as well and stay consistent with it. So again, hopefully you got some information out of this video, benefited from it. If you did enjoy this video, please like, comment, and subscribe to the top tier YouTube channel, or top tier PvP YouTube channel. I also do have a Discord, which I'll be posting in the link below. In addition to some other information related to this video, it's the top tier PvP Discord channel that you can look into. We do have a community of over 200 members that enjoy PvP. It's all what's related to PvP content, and we get some good games, our rated battlegrounds, arenas, we stay pretty active, events, and so forth as well, to part of that Discord community. So you're more than welcome to join. It's free to join. It's no costly subscription. But I do have a Patreon as well attached to this channel if you're interested in donating for as little as $1 a month. It's called the Top Tier PvP YouTube channel. I'll put a link in the description below as well too, for you to check out. Be greatly appreciated. It allows me just to kind of create more content associated with this particular channel, get more information out to the public, to you guys too as well, to benefit your gameplay and the community overall as we grow together in World of Warcraft. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. It's been a beautiful day here on Sunday. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.